Hey guys, it's Emily, your registered dietitian and nutrition coach, and we are going to be making the Tex-Mex Pantry Gnocchi soup today. So we've got our pot here. I've got the heat on. We're going to start adding things to it. So we are going to start with, I just have my recipe over here. Give me 1 second. We're going to start with making sure we have all of the cans out. So that's going to include the diced tomatoes. We need to have those out. We also want to have the black beans out. Corn out, all of this stuff. Make sure that it's ready to go. Just grabbing my recipe. Alrighty. So we're going to start to add them into the pan here, okay? Let me grab my can opener. Fire roasted tomatoes. Now this is a really good dish that's going to be full of like fiber, nutrients, a lot of vitamins and minerals. Now I could not find the Southwestern corn at the store. So what I did, because the Southwestern corn is corn with tomatoes and chilies, is I got a thing of regular corn. That's going to go right in there. And then we're going to put in the can of diced tomatoes and green chilies. Now, the corn was to be rinsed when you put it in. So you do have to rinse it first before you put it in. So I have more of that. All right, I'm just grabbing my recipe real quick. Okay, so we have the fire roasted tomatoes, 2 cans of that, 2 cans of Southwestern style corn, 20 ounces of red enchilada sauce, and then 2 4.5 ounce cans of the chilies. So all of this and the 1 can of black beans drained, all gonna go right into here. So I am modifying this a little bit, but it'll still all be the same. And it smells spicy. Beans. Drain them and rinse them. That just helps to reduce some of the excess starch and sodium. Now, we've definitely talked about this before, but we want to rinse all of our canned things, especially those beans and vegetables, because they can have a lot of sodium in them. So reducing them by rinsing it, you're reducing up to 40% of the sodium. Rinse right in there. This is going to be a really good source of fiber too. And then we're going to pour 20 ounces of the enchilada sauce. Wegmans doesn't have enchilada sauce anymore. This is what they say is comparable, which is the red chili sauce. So that's all going to go right into there. This is going to be fiery, almost like a chili. Honestly, that's what kind of consistency is reminding me of right now. Stir this bad boy up a little bit. So that chili sauce is really like what the base is, rather than adding in like broth or anything like that. So this is really, really hearty. This will also definitely be frozen in our house because we will not be eating all of this at once. But we'll have that ready to go. So this is now going to simmer for a few minutes, keeping that heat on high. I'm going to get the rest of the stuff out. So I didn't find chorizo, so I made a substitution and did hot sausage, and I just scrambled it up like this. I'm going to grab my gnocchi as well as the Velveeta. Gnocchi. I have our Velveeta. I've never cooked with Velveeta before, so this will be very interesting. Gravy. Have a different spoon, kind of stir all this. Keeping it going. Just cooking and letting all of those flavors melt together. I'm gonna pull up my recipe real quick. We're gonna add a little bit of salt and pepper too. Then we're gonna do 1 cup of the cube. We're doing the chorizo, so I'm gonna do about a pound of the sausage. We're doing 1 thing of the potato gnocchi, and then I'm also gonna be cubing up this Velveeta. So that's what I'm gonna do now while this is all cooking. We're doing that. We're gonna have that ready to go. Put these back to the side. So this is 32 ounces of Velveeta. Oh my god. So I only need a fourth of this. If anyone has any other recipes that you use Velveeta for, please send them my way. So I have no idea what else to use with this. Kind of reminds me of the consistency of like Crisco. You only really use Crisco when you're baking. Crisco when you're like this. I know you can melt Crisco as well. Pop this out. It's a little easier. Starting to smell all of those Tex-Mex flavors. Now the idea of this, like saying that it's a pantry thing, these are all things that usually people will have in their pantry. So that's why it's called like pantry, you know, gnocchi soup. So I'm gonna go ahead and just cube up, right over here, cube up that Velveeta. I have Magoo here with me and he is circling. Also getting ready for our class, our cooking class next week, which will be a load of fun. So that's all cubed. So you can also do like queso blanco as well, but you can't, obviously queso blanco isn't as this structure or anything. I'm just cubing it like a ½ inch or so. Cubes. It does not have to be perfect because it is going to be melty. You could definitely also do this in the crock pot as well. That'd be an easy thing you could throw together at lunchtime and just have it like, because the meat's already cooked, have it rack on low for a few hours. Come back at dinner time and have your meal ready to go. Right. Just trying to cube it. It's just gonna help with the melting process. This is so interesting texture. I've never done this before. I've never used Velveeta, but it is half the fat of regular cheese. So I'll have to look into how they make this. Okay, so now Velveeta is cubed. Put that to the side and do a little stir here. It's really good. It's definitely simmering away. Gnocchi ready to go. I like you can either get it dried or you can also get it in the refrigerated section. This is the refrigerated section. Because Wegmans, for some reason, never has it in the dry. So that is bumping. Let's check that recipe one more time. So this is something that's going to come together very, very fast. So this is simmering. This is the flavors are getting ready to go. I'm going to turn it down a little bit because I want it to splatter everywhere. Then what we do is we go ahead and add the gnocchi to it, add the sausage or chorizo to it, add the cheese, and it's ready to go within a few minutes because we're really just cooking that gnocchi. So I'm going to put the sausage right in there. You can use kosher sausage, you can use regular sausage, it's completely up to you. I'm gonna stir this in. I'm actually just gonna have it simmer for a while, honestly, until Jill gets home so we can use it for dinner. All right, ow, that hurt. Gnocchis are in. So this is actually something that's gonna be really good for like cold nights. Lastly, we'll pull in that Velveeta. All of it right in there, stir it nice and up. We're gonna have it cook for like 5 minutes or so that the gnocchi gets soft, the cheese gets melty. Ready to go. Like I said, you could also do this in the crock pot as well. I just chose to do it in the crock pot. Be sure to really stir it so that you can make sure that everything is really well combined, especially too with the Velveeta in there now. All right, team, that's it. You're gonna have it cook for about 5 minutes or so, and then it is ready to serve. Just making sure that the gnocchi is tender. So this is another quick meal that you can do on a weeknight or on the weekends and have it prepped and ready to go for the week. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know what other recipes you want to see, and I will see you soon.